Fights occur pretty much anywhere in school.
You always got to be ready, you know?
The school bathroom,
you can get into a scuffle whenever.
School fights, an event that happens at every single school. It happens frequently in schools and less frequently in other schools. American schools are school fight academia. I can bet.
Hell yeah, you gotta know how to fight.
When American high school students aren't civilized and don't resort to violence at every
Hey,
time.
easy on the American though.
Right. School fights
tripping.
develop due to a multitude of reasons. Most are very petty reasons. Some are just straight up dumb. But when a fight actually goes down, you best know that the whole school is going to gather around the contestants in a flash.
That's the worst part about school fights, is the fact that there is gonna be video recording of you getting into said fight. So you better hope you don't lose, because you are going to be the talk of the school for a while, for at least, what, 2 to 3 weeks at least. So you better hope you don't lose. Like, it's kind of scary if you think about it. If you lose all your ore, all of your bitches, everything you had that you accumulated, you lost it all in one fell swoop. That's crazy.
Into a main event in seconds. At school's boring, so who wouldn't want to watch a good old little scrap in the playground? But don't get it twisted.
I do like me a good school fight, but
any violence, YouTube.
Yeah.
So don't strike me with that filthy yellow dollar sign. As
you don't gotta fight.
I have bills to pay, unfortunately.
You can use your words.
Now there is a weird assumption that females are exempt from fighting. And
oh no, they fight.
In violence.
Oh, they fight, all right.
You couldn't be more wrong. It might be different in your school, but in my school, female students fall all the time. And when they fight, they always be throwing those weird ass haymakers and pulling hair. Don't forget the constant screaming.
Oh yeah, the pulling the hair.
You even got certain crazy females even fighting dudes. And the worst part, they end up winning most of the time. That reminds me of Ronda Rousey or something, bro. And you might be thinking, of course they quote unquote won.
Got the hot Cheetos girl.
But
don't want to fight them.
Those dudes were trying, yet they still got their asses handed to them. After that happened, everyone in school ain't looking at those dudes the same, bro.
No, not at all. Woo! A girl beat your ass, I don't think you can ever recover from that, bro. I really don't think so. I think you gotta transfer schools at that point, because it's already embarrassing that you got into a fight with a girl. It's a lose-lose situation. Even if you won the fight, people are gonna be looking down on you because you fought a girl, you hit a girl. And then if you actually lose the fight, people are gonna be looking down on you because you actually lost a fight to a girl. So it's a lose-lose situation. There is no winning, so just don't do it.
Hell no! That's literally what you're known for in school.
I love that Spider-Man meme.
If I was in that situation, I would leave the school immediately. Now,
you got to transfer schools, bro.
I have been in a grand total of 0 fights. Yeah, I know it's unbelievable.
I think I've been in like 2 fights.
I tend to stay away from fighting people. Number one, because it's just pointless. I don't know about you.
Very pointless.
I don't want to potentially get smoked so that the whole school can constantly remind me how much
honestly
I am because
I agree with you, man. It's not worth it.
Even if I win, does that make me the school FC World Heavyweight Champion?
No, I mean, you do get a little bit of ore for a bit.
From school, followed by some African whoopings waiting for me when I get home.
Oh, he's African. I feel that.
I won the fight, but at what cost? You see where I'm going with this? Number 2, I don't want to see my face plastered on social media because some kids recorded me while I was fighting. It's
gonna be on TikTok. It's gonna be a YouTube short. It's gonna be everything.
I would truly be embarrassed if I saw that online. I can imagine some old guy on Twitter watching a fight and thinking, of course, these kinds of kids always resort to violence. Comical. No,
oh my God.
Say that about me.
I know what that means.
Ideas, especially about me. And lastly, some obvious reasons why I avoid fights is because I don't want to go to the hospital or send my opponent to hospital. I am in school, not in the UFC.
Look. I am not that afraid of losing a fight. I think I can handle myself for the most part. I'm not gonna go pick a fight. Well, let's say like some UFC champion. Like, I know, like, come on, pick your battles correctly. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, getting hit in the face is not a fun experience. So even though I know I can win the fight, if you crack me in my nose, like you get one lucky hit and crack me in my nose, do you know how pissed I'm gonna be? And it's not even worth it. Like, can you imagine having a broken nose over a fight? Nah, man, like, don't hit me in the face.
It's not going to satisfy my ego, even if the kids try to satisfy it. It just stains my school record. If you look at it from a logical perspective, no one really won in the end. One is in big trouble and another is injured. In reality, it's just low IQ foolishness.
Plus, your parents are on your ass
too much like
easily.
But when the teachers say stop fighting as it doesn't solve anything, they're actually right. So if I do sound like a teacher, then so be it.
But this is something you learn with age, you know.
Those teachers that had enough and fight students themselves.
No way.
This phenomenon never happened in my school.
That never happened in my school either. That's crazy.
Fighting students in their classrooms. Those
they got fired
straight away. Pick someone your own size. Not some kids you're supposed to teach. Weirdos.
But sometimes these kids be pushing these teachers.
It's for self-defense purposes. You know, fight back type vibes. Or you could say, I'm simply scared to fight. Who knows? But yeah, fights occur pretty much anywhere in school.
You always gotta be ready, you know?
The school bathroom,
you can get into a scuffle whenever.
In front of the teacher and in school lunch. Unsettled beefs usually get settled in the school bathroom. It's just
that school bathroom.
If the fight between two dudes doesn't escalate out of nowhere, then it's usually planned to be settled in the school bathroom.
Yo, them school bathrooms, man, we had brawls going down in those school bathrooms, man. Like, you would just walk in, just trying to use the bathroom, just trying to take a piss. You don't even know a fight is about to go down, and you walk in and people are throwing hands. And if you don't have a fight, you have people getting haircuts in the bathroom, or you have people, I don't know, we didn't really have vaping when I was in high school, but I'm sure they have that now.
Like a pay-per-view event. If you have ever ended up in a school bathroom fight before, it usually started because maybe you bumped into some lunatic student in the hallway, and he
had to prove himself.
Or you somehow dodged it, and every teacher nearby that saw the fiasco stopped that student from going any further. However, all of a sudden, you decide to get way too big for your boots, and you say,
"You get one hit in."
Away.
Oh God! Walk away? Nah, man.
Just mentioned something.
You asking for it?
Now you've done it. You've made him extremely mad. So he tells you, "Say less, bro. You think you're tough."
Say less.
Say that to my face one more time in the school bathroom. And
that never means what he means.
Actually agree.
He doesn't really mean say less.
Asking to get knocked out at that point, but you don't even understand that. You just want to prove to yourself that you ain't no kitty cat. Your ego's too clouded beyond reason. That's why I will never understand the psychology behind school fights. Kids fight for other kids' validation and to beat up the power hierarchy.
I mean, it's high school, bro. It's high school.
If I beat him up, all the kids will respect me as one of the strongest in the school. And
I mean, like, it's high school, bro. We all, I don't know who in this chat has graduated high school already or is still in high school, but I don't know, like, your mindset is a bit different. You do care what other people think about you, even though you're probably never going to see these people ever again. Like, for some strange reason, you really do care what strangers, random ass people at your school think about you. So I get it. Like, it's not completely crazy to think, but
some will fear me.
The older you get, I don't know. The more you realize
on the line during a fight, if
none of this is worth it.
You will be clowned throughout all of high school at best, and for the rest of your life at worst. I find it so strange. Why do kids care so much? It's not like the contestants are going to get paid millions of dollars to receive a UFC belt or have fans after the fight.
You do it for the love of the game, man.
Spoken by a guy who has gotten his ass beat in high school.
Okay, buddy. Locker room school fights were wild as well.
I never seen any locker room
there will always be an event
fights
where two dudes are battling
mostly
with their
just
belts
bathroom
and ties in a locker room while everyone is shouting and recording. It's so unserious. But that's the point. In their minds, it's play fighting. It's supposed to be unserious.
I don't play fight like that.
Lashing each other hard as hell is play fighting. Then me receiving the African whippings is just a
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't do play fighting.
Me to dance. Like, do you see the flawed logic behind that? Dudes will literally take it a step further and bring boxing gloves into the locker room, thereby changing the locker room into
boxing gloves? Nah, you're doing too much.
Now the big question.
Doing way too much.
How do these school fights happen and why? Well, yeah, I just told you. There are millions of reasons and it will take a lifetime to list them all in one video. But the most common reason why they happen is because of a third party.
Pride, right?
That starts the feud between two students. I call him
the instigator. The instigator.
The instigator. The instigators are the worst type of people. Out of thin air is their favorite hobby. Let me illustrate it. Let's say you're walking into a classroom and some guy wearing Jordans is inside the classroom right at the door. You open the classroom door and you coincidentally bump into him and step on his Jordans. He gets a little mad and says, "Hey, watch where you're going."
Alright, relax, bro.
But some random guy out of nowhere shouts, "Yo, bro, he basically called you his bitch." You know fully well he didn't say anything related.
Adding fuel to the fire.
Man, now look. The guy with the Jordans is now raging, breathing heavily and ready to slam you to the wall. So you're forced to partake in a battle you didn't even cause.
All
It's
over an
because of that
instigator.
bloody instigator. They have the ability to take the smallest, most minuscule altercation and turn it into a whole battleground. Like
And they just live for it. They love it, man.
Like the kids that played the most dirty tricks while fighting and use weapons, low blows,
Weapons?
or call their guys to back them up.
We just
If
need
you're going
hands,
to
bro.
fight, at least fight clean. Oh.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
my
We
kid,
got hands.
It's a school fight. If they have nothing to lose, then there are no rules. You know the guys that talk so much shit to your face but never swing. They keep saying, I'm going to beat you so bad, you're going to forget your name. Watch my
Then
guy,
do it.
watch. Yet they
Do it, bro. I'm right
absolutely
here.
Nothing.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
are literally
I'm right
no
here.
bark and no bite. The most they'll ever do is a push, like it's supposed to hurt me or something. It's so pathetic. And on the other side of the spectrum, you got the guy that had zero control and start throwing goofy ass haymakers. They're just swinging just for swinging's sake.
Hey, them haymakers though, them haymakers, is if one of them connects, bro, if one of them connects, your head is gonna be a bobblehead, bro. It's gonna be swinging from left to right. You probably have a concussion and everything. That's why people do haymakers, because they don't know how to fight. But they know if one of them bitches connect, GG's, KO.
They don't even know what they're doing, but they're just doing it. It was funny and entertaining watching those guys fight at the playground with the whole
Throwing
school.
haymakers gotta be the
However,
funniest way to
cameramen
fight.
Recording those fights. The cameraman never failed to fail when it comes to
Ooh,
recording
and you need a
fights.
good
It's
cameraman
even
for
A,
show,
the
for
video
show.
quality is so poor. You would think it was recorded on a 1964.
Recording it on a fucking
Or B, the
potato.
cameraman has an anxiety attack during the fight and shakes the camera. Because of that act, we couldn't see the actual fight on video. We could only see the contestant either walking away from the fight and the other contestant that lost knocked out cold on the floor.
Is he sucking his
They had
finger?
one job,
Sheesh.
yet they couldn't
They had you
live.
out here
But
like
again,
that?
I don't condone violence. And last but not least, you get the headlocker that just wants to headlock more.
Oh, the headlocks?
Annoying-ass kids. Now that's the way I see school fights in a nutshell. Let me know if I miss any details, and remember, as a wise man, NBA Youngboy said,
stop the violence.
Facts.
Hey, look at me. I could promise you it's a bigger side of life. Stop the violence.
Facts, man. Stop the violence. All right, that was the stupidity of school fights, and pretty much very accurate. Almost everything he said in that I agree with. But yeah, school fights, it's a lot of pride. It's a lot of caring about what other people think about you. And it's a lot of instigating as well. It's never worth it though. So let's all be grown. Let's all be mature people and put an end to the violence. Even NBA Youngboy said it. And he is like the CEO of violence.